we're going to take a look back over the last 12 months. Like I said, guys, it is a Isuzu. My other phone here, because I've got a few notes from 1976. Look at that, guys. I also did a walk over the top of Bleemore Tunnel. Just approaching ventilation shaft number 3. New area. I go and do the big one. You know what's coming. You maybe just detected a slight note of immersion there in my voice. The 2nd of August is month 12 of my personal challenge of once a month for 12 months. $18 completions. What a beauty, guys. Evening, when it was dark, I did my Pen y Ghent night hike. It's about 5 o'clock. That wind has been kicking off all night. Ingleby in the fog and the dark. I brought my toaster. I was going to have toasted, but that wasn't going to work. Not on that little stove with the breeze that keeps coming in anyway. Now then, YouTube, welcome to this video. I'm Dave. In this video, we're going to take a look back over the last 12 months, see what I've been up to with the hiking and my adventures and camping, etc. So I've got my other phone here because I've got a few notes on here. What I'm going to do is read a bit off here and then throw in either photos or video footage and so forth as we go through the year. So yeah, January 2024, I'd been hiking for 4 months by now, so still relatively new to hiking. And the 6th of January 2024, I did the Yorks Three Peaks because I'm not sure if you're aware, you probably are, I talk about it often enough. I had challenged myself to do the Yorks Three Peaks at least once a month for 12 months, and that started in September 2023. So January the 6th, we did the Yorks Three Peaks as part of that challenge. The 18th of January, we'd had some snow, so I went over and did Pen y Ghent Circular in the snow. The 1st of February, I'm midway through my personal challenge now. This is month 6. So yeah, I did the Yorks Three Peaks, and as my way of celebrating, I wore a different hat on each peak. The 7th of February, I'd got my Fiesta back on the road after a year of welding and other various jobs, so I fancied a drive out in my Fiesta, so I went over and I did Whernside Circular. The 3rd of March, I attempted the Yorks Three Peaks, but I ran out of energy on that one, guys, so we only got Pen y Ghent and Whernside, and I walked back on the road from Whernside to Horton, where my car was, Horton in Ribblesdale. 4 days later, the 7th of March, I went back and I did all 3 of the Yorks Three Peaks. I was armed with jelly babies this time. My first time of using jelly babies to help me with the energy and the sugar levels. Someone mentioned it to me. And I got a personal best of 8 hours and 13 minutes. I have beaten that time once, and I think it was in June, and I got 8 hours and 7 minutes. Anyway, as promised, guys, here's some footage. So guys, we're still in March, the 16th of March to be exact. I was over in the area of the Yorks Three Peaks again, and I did a video for my other YouTube channel of the abandoned coal truck. If you've done the Yorks Three Peaks route, you probably know where this is. I also did a walk over the top of Bleemore Tunnel, and we see the northern portal and we see the viaducts Ribblehead, Denthead, Artengil and Dandrymire, and I also did Whernside Circular. I did all of that in one day.
Like I said, guys, it is a Isuzu, and I normally do Fords. It is a R2, so it's a couple of years newer than the Fiesta. Looking at the tax disc, it was last on the road in 2015. Where my finger is going along the line, you can see the Ribblehead viaduct in ventilation shaft number 3. I presume so anyway, unless I've missed one. Down there we can see the railway line, so I'm presuming we're more or less at the northern portal of Bleemore Tunnel. There we go, guys, the northern portal to Bleemore Railway Tunnel on the Settle to Carlisle have a look train line. Around the viaduct, this one has 10 arches, and like I said, there's the Packhorse Bridge there. Artengil Viaduct, again this one has 2 tracks and 11 arches. There we go, guys, we're just approaching Dandrymire Viaduct. This is also known as Moorcock Viaduct or Garsdale Viaduct. There it is, guys, just through this narrow, I don't know if you call it a kissing gate or what it is. You've got to be pretty skinny to get through here, to be honest. And there we are at the trig point of Whernside.
Right, guys, so we're still in March, a little closer to home for a couple of these walks. The first one being on the Hudson Way, which is a disused railway line from York to Beverley. I didn't walk from York to Beverley. You might know it from Market Wheaton to Beverley as well. But yeah, I had a little walk down there from Market Wheaton to the first disused railway station called Kiplingcoats, or you may know that as Granny's Attic. The 2nd of April, I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks for my personal challenge, did that solo. The 6th of April, I did the little disused railway line walk again to Granny's Attic. The 12th of April, I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks with a group. I'd been booked in to do this with the group since September. I had to pay for this one, but yeah, I still went and did it, although by now I'm really going at the Yorkshire Three Peaks quite well solo. But like I say, I was booked in, so yeah, we did Pennygent and Whernside in the rain, like proper raining, absolutely lashing it down. And then the sun came out for Ingleborough, although it didn't really dry up, very muddy coming down there. The 19th of April, again with the same group, but some of the people were different. Ingleborough from Clapham, so we went up past Trowgill and past Gaping Gale. Yeah guys, so still in April at the moment, a new area for me there. I have a drive over to the Lake District, I visit the Lakeland Motor Museum, lovely little museum if you're into your classic cars. Then I had a drive over Rhinos and Hard Knot Pass, and then I went to Seathwaite and camped at Seathwaite. And then the next morning, the 27th, with the same group. When I say the group, it's the group that organise it, but there's different people turn up. We did Scafell Pike from Seathwaite, so we went past Escors, Great End, Broad Crag and back down the corridor route. The 5th of May I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks solo for my personal challenge. The 9th of May I went back to Seathwaite. I didn't camp this time, but I did Scafell Pike solo, the same route, Escors, Great End, Broad Crag and the corridor route. The 18th of May I did Helvellyn with Bailey. That was Bailey's first mountain. We didn't do the edges, neither of us like heights. The 25th of May, slightly different because we're not hiking. We did Dalby Forest, the red route on our mountain bikes, myself and Bailey. The 1st of June I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks solo for my personal challenge, and the 5th of June Bailey did Pen y Ghent with me, a little taster to see if he fancies a go at all 3 of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. The Honda there from 1976, look at that guys. A Mark 1 Escort, it says 1600 GT there, also has the Mexico stripes on and the RS 4-spoke wheels. So guys, we're still in June, and this one again, a new area. I go and do the big one, you know what's coming. The 8th of June I drive up to Scotland and I camp at Glen Nevis. The following morning, the 9th of June, I do Ben Nevis, and I absolutely loved that. It was the lovely summer's weather down the bottom, and I had snow on the summit, proper snow, not deep, but proper snow. And then the 12th of June, so only a few days later, I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks clockwise, so I did Ingleborough, Whernside and Pen y Ghent.
Right up here with the snow and the sun. Yeah, I do keep mentioning these cairns, and there are lots of dangerous areas up here. I'm relatively new to hiking, so I'm not going to tell anyone how to do it, but for example, again, if the camera is picking it up, there is a gully here to our left hand side, so if it's poor visibility, you really do need to stick by these cairns and don't go too far the other side neither, otherwise the same thing will happen. But we're here guys. You maybe just detected a slight note of immersion there in my voice. We're here. I'm impressed, I'm chuffed. I made it guys. Right guys, I ain't gonna lie, I think since this is my 13th time of doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks in less than 12 months, I'm entitled to this opinion. That is brutal, doing it in that direction. What a slog from Whernside Trig Point to Pen-y-ghent. Oh, gonna spin the camera around, guys. We're at Pen-y-ghent. Come on. I came to do all three, and all three I have done. Ben Nevis on Sunday, 3 Yorkshire Peaks on Wednesday. Just the other side of this gate, guys. You'll see the Trig Point. Go on. There we are.
Right guys, so for this one, we're still in June. The 21st of June, myself and Bailey go over to Horton in Ribblesdale to camp. And we camp at Home Farm campsite. And then once the tent's set up, we visit Stainforth, the stepping stones at Stainforth. And then Cotter Force and Hardrock Force. And then the following day, the 22nd, we do the Yorkshire Three Peaks with Andy's Man Club. So Bailey's first completion of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. The 1st of July, I do the Yorkshire Three Peaks solo. Very much felt quite alone on that one, to be honest, after there was about 400 people turned up for the Andy's Man Club one. So yeah, didn't see many people on the 1st of July. The following week, the 8th of July, I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks again, solo. And I was celebrating being 9 years sober. This one I started from Ribblehead and did Whernside first. And the 18th of July, this one's not hiking. I go on the Hudson's Way, which we've spoke about already. And I go from Market Wheaton to Beverley on my mountain bike. The 26th of July, so what's that now? 1, 2, 3. 3 in July. The 26th of July, I do the Yorkshire Three Peaks. My brother is over from Thailand, so like I say, that's the 3rd one in a month for me. And then the 2nd of August is month 12 of my personal challenge of once a month for 12 months. And Bailey comes with me. Bailey gets his 2nd completion, and I completed the personal challenge of once a month for 12 months, coming in with 18 completions. still in August, guys. 13th of August, I went down Gaping Gill. There's a pothole club, I think it was Craven Pothole Club, set up a winch, £20 per person to go down. I was actually first in the queue. I set off hiking from Clapham about 4 o'clock in the morning in the dark. I encountered a cow field where they all approached me. I don't know who was more scared, them wondering who I was with two headlights, like a head torch and a torch here on my backpack, or me with them. And believe me, cows can get up quickly. And then the 28th of August, another big one, and Bailey comes with me. We go to Wales, we camp. The next day, the 29th, we do Snowdon, up the Pig and down the Miners.
Yeah, mate. I just slip that in there. It won't affect your. It won't affect your ride with it. Just it's just something for them down there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
Good to go. Ready then, sir. Enjoy.
Why am I walking around with a frying pan? I'm walking around with a wok. Anyway, we're going to put the tent up. Watch this. There you go. Come on, keep up. It's the train track down there. But with the clag rolling across, every now and again we do get some views. You can see over there, look guys. Like I say, this clag keeps rolling in and out. I didn't know there was a cafe. Some goats. Look. Cool. There's some more there as well, look.
So guys, moving into September and I camp at Horton. I actually set my tent up after doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks, and obviously I'm now continuing my personal challenge of doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks once a month throughout every month of 2024. And on this occasion I do them with a lad called Matty that I've made friends with off a Yorkshire Three Peaks Facebook group, and apparently I've inspired him to do them once a month for 12 months. So this was his first. Well, he'd done them previously one time, but not in this this personal challenge. So this was his first of the personal challenge for himself, and he is raising money for the Stroke Association. On the 10th of September, because I camped over, it's actually my anniversary from my first ever hike, being the Yorkshire Three Peaks with Andy's Man Club in September 2023. I was going to do all three today, but obviously I checked the weather forecast and the weather wasn't looking good. So we had high winds, and Apparently it was 60 mph winds up Pen-y-ghent, but later on that day, after camping in 40 mph winds, I did Whernside with 47 mph wind gusts forecast, although I don't think I actually experienced them that high, to be honest. And then I was still camping. I camped that night, the 11th. The next day I did Pen-y-ghent and got a sunrise at Pen-y-ghent and over to Plover Hill.
Right guys, so we're at Pen-y-ghent. There's my new mate Matty that I've met off a Facebook group, Yorkshire Three Peaks Facebook group. So this is attempt 1 of a sunrise at Pen-y-ghent, and as you can see, we're all clagged in. I will try and get one for you guys. I will try, but it's not up to me, is it? Right, there's my bag and my pearl. We're inside. Again, we're all clagged in the whole way around. So sorry guys, but we have no views for you. Still got Matty with me. Up these steps and then we're onto the ridge. The wind's picked up now. A bit windy guys. I just checked the weather forecast again. I've got a signal and it's still saying up to 47 mph gusts. Here we have views on that side as well now guys. I didn't spin you around that way before because you could see a wall. Hopefully it's coming out. Took my mic off because I think it's going to blow away. There we are guys, breathe in, it's a tight one. That's the trig point. Let me squeeze her. There I am guys, Whernside trig point with forecast 47 mph wind gusts. So that you'll be falling over. I don't really know if the walking pole's going to help, to be honest. Trying to wedge it in tripod. Right, what's for dinner? We've got a flask. I hope you can see that. I'm telling you not to fall over and I'm nearly knocking my flask over. Ah, what are you doing? Have you been drinking? Stand still. Don't be falling over. Don't be blaming it on the wind. You've been drinking. Look, we've got a pot noodle. It's alright, I've been wandering around for about 10 minutes. Up the top of there is the highest point according to my map. I can't find a cairn up there. There's a load of stones but they're not piled up in a cairn. Well, I'm definitely on Plover Hill anyway. You know what guys, I found it. It's just
Still in September, this time I'm out on the Yorkshire Moors and I do Malyon Spout and a circular walk of Goathland to Malyon Spout, over to Grosmont and back to Goathland. Still in September, the 24th, I do Ingleton Waterfalls with Bailey, Chloe my daughter and Lindsay my wife. The 28th of September, I do Scafell Pike for my 3rd time, and Bailey comes with me, so it's Bailey's first. And again, we go from Seathwaite past Escars, Great End, Broad Crag and the corridor route. We get no views up the top, and we get quite a bit of rain as we're just approaching the summit, and a bit of rain coming back down. But both of the other ends of that day was nice and sunny. And then we go into October. On the 2nd of October, I go over to the Peak District and I hike up higher shelf stones and over to the B29 crash site, and that was very high winds, and I'm sure they were higher than what was forecast.
Be careful if you come here, guys, because obviously it's wet and the rocks will be, and they are, slippery. Yeah, just like that. That bump and wobbly camera thing was me slipping over, so be careful. And of course in here we have me, need a lighter. Putting gas in here now. We've got me knife, fork and spoon. Right guys, I hope you can see me there. I'm quite sure if you can't see me, or see all of me, that you can see what I'm doing. So, I haven't used one of these for years. I used to use these when I was in Army Cadets. That was a long time ago. The fuel's slightly different. It says Firelighter fuel. I think it's a bit like a gel now. I don't know till we get it out. Yeah, come out alright. Smells a bit weird. Yeah, that's why I want the stern, you see, guys. Don't want to be setting fire to grass and woods. That has a tab on it that says out, so it's not really windy today. We'll put it on anyway, we've got it, haven't we? Now let's see about lighting this. First time. Let's not leave the lighter right next to that. That could be dangerous. From this bridge, guys, we're just going back over the River Twiss. Whoa! Look at that. Well, that's amazing. I love the cutout in the rocks where the river's flowing as well. Beautiful. Let's go and find the second waterfall. Come on, guys. Just actually going past the top of the first one. Yeah, there's the top of the first one, Pecker Falls.
Gonna climb up there. Scafell Pike's up there, but as I said earlier, can't see it for the clag, so we're nearly there. Here we are, guys, at the top. Can't see now, it's all claggy and quite busy up here. I'll go down there and show you the trig point, 2 seconds. Yeah, there's the trig point, guys. Like I say, it's absolutely packed up here today, so we're going to head off down in the direction over there.
One of the windier ones today. Seriously. It said 25 mile per hour gusts when I last checked the weather app. He said more than that. It's in his 30s. from my experience. Anyway. That's the waterfall, look guys.
So we're still in October, the 7th of October, and I go over to Horton and I camp at the campsite again, and by now I've decided that I'm going to camp at least once a month throughout winter. So yeah, I camp at Horton in Ribblesdale on the campsite, and I do the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So that's October, Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge done, to continue this monthly challenge. The next day, the 8th of October, I go over to Stainforth Force and Catterick Force. The next day, because I'm still camping, the 9th of October, I go over to Janet's Foss, Gordale Scar and Malham Cove. And I'm still camping on the 10th of October. Having done them on the 7th, I do the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So that's twice within 4 days. And then later on that night, I get to see the Northern Lights over Penig End. I think at the top of there is Catterick Beck, and then it enters the narrow stones, the gorge there, look, and comes down. Yeah, and it actually enters a pool there at the bottom, but I don't think the camera's really picking it up too well, guys. So guys, like I was saying, it comes down there, which is now behind the trees, into the pool, down there, round here. That's as close as I can get for you guys, when I can get my words out. And it goes down there. Then it flows into Stainforth and eventually to the river. I'm just going to step up this rock here, this one rock. I've got the camera about eye level. Step up there. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah guys, so Janet's Foss. Yeah, and that's Gordale Scar there, the waterfall. We'll zoom in. Don't know if the camera will show you guys, but yeah, I think you can see it. Got water dripping off the sides there, look. Well, my pole didn't even touch the bottom. Right guys, I've decided it's pointless me talking up here, so I'm just going to film some more on the top. Lovely blue skies, loving it. Let's go. Yeah guys, so I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks on Monday in 10 hours 29 minutes, all inclusive, breaks, everything. I did went to Stainforth Force and Catterick Foss on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I went to Janet's Foss, Gordale Scar and Malham Cove, and then today the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So we're just approaching Whernside Trig Point. So guys, we're still in October, this time much closer to home because it actually literally passes my doorstep. I start looking into the Yorkshire Wolds Way. Now the Yorkshire Wolds Way does have a split route in the Market Wheaton and Goodmanham area, so I make a little circular to show people the split route. On the 24th of October I do the Yorkshire Wolds Way. I start from Hessle and I go to South Cave, so that's part 1 on the channel, on my channel. On the 29th of October I go back to Higher Shelfstones and the B29 crash site, this time much less winds but very foggy and claggy, and we visit the Woodhead railway tunnels afterwards as well, and this time I have Bailey and my wife Lindsay with me. And still in October, the 31st of October, I do part 2 for my channel of the Yorkshire Wolds Way. So I go from South Cave to Market Wheaton. And then on the 4th of November, I go over to the Yorkshire Three Peaks, and in the afternoon I practice with my very, very cheap drone that I bought off eBay to see if I can fly one. I've later been told that I should really get a DJI drone, which is about £200–300. The drone I got was less than £25, and apparently being so cheap they're hard to control. But anyway, yeah, I did some footage of Ribblehead on the drone, and then that evening when it was dark, I did my Pen-y-ghent night hike, and although I was slightly anxious, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just approaching the section of road now where the old railway line, Hudson's Way, does cross the road, so don't go that way. If you did go that way, you can get to Beverley following the old railway line, but that's not the route. We are going to continue on up the road. Again, as always in my videos, guys, I will apologise for the background noise. I am trying to sort it out. I really don't know what to do. I do use microphone with a wind muff. Anyway, we're not going this way. This is the way that I'm coming back, but this is where the Yorkshire Wolds Way splits. As you can see from this signpost here, we have Yorkshire Wolds Way with the little emblem, Market Wheaton 1¼ miles that way. That's the way that I'm going to be coming back to make this into a circular. And this is the way we're going, Yorkshire Wolds Way, Goodmanham, 3/4 mile. And again with the little emblem. This gate. Oh shit. Yeah, oh shit. Cows with calves in field, bull in field. Down there it does say Wolds Way. Like I say, we do have the sun trying to peep out, and over there we have the, I guess I'm going down here. I'm hoping that means down here rather than up there. Check the map in a few minutes when I get down here, see if I'm on the route. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, it's this way, guys. Out there, when it goes through that gate, that is the old railway line, Hull to Barnsley. So yeah, we'll be off that way in a sec. Not that way. If you, sorry, a bit wobbly there. If you go that way, I'm not sure how far, maybe not quite a mile. There's a tunnel called Sugarloaf Tunnel. We're going off up there. But down here there's a tunnel. Yeah guys, it's just there. It's got gates on it, look. Weedley Tunnel. Yeah, there you go guys. Weedley Tunnel. Big point over here, look. Let's see what this says. Them windmills, you can hear them going around, they make a bit of a noise in there. Yeah guys, I'll just hold that there and you'll have to pause it and zoom in. I'm not reading it all, but it is quite an interesting raid.
it'd be rude not to tap out on it. And if you look down here, you can actually see a glow of orange after hours. See a great deal up here because it's foggy as well. There was parts where I could see about 6 foot in front of me. I literally nearly walked into the trig point. Anyway, I'm gonna head back down. Oh, I'm gonna have a quick mince pie before I head down. I've got a flask of hot chocolate as well if I need a hot drink. Merry Christmas, although it's only November for bonfire night tomorrow.
So still in November, and after my night hike I camped on the campsite, so getting the November camp in. So we're on the 5th now, bonfire night, and I attempt to do the Yorkshire Three Peaks, but I only do Pennygent and Whernside. I got quite bad blisters. My boots, I thought I'd bedded them in. They are pretty new, but I've done the Yorkshire Wolds Way that I've just told you about with the boots, the 2 parts of the Yorkshire Wolds Way that I've done. So I thought I'd bedded them in, but yeah. So I walked back to Horton on the road. Plus, I was slowing down because of the blisters. It was foggy on all of the summits, and I just didn't fancy being up Ingleby in the fog and the dark. I think I would have got caught out in the dark up that one. And I did have the kit with me, the head torches and that, so I'd have probably been alright. And I had done the Pennygent night hike, but obviously choosing Pennygent for the night hike, I knew I was more comfortable in that area. So yeah, we didn't get all 3 that day, but the 14th of November I returned and I completed all 3, and this time I started from Ribblehead with Whernside first. So we're still in November, and again I'm camping. So I'm camping from the previous clip you just seen, the Yorkshire Three Peaks on the 14th, then I camped, and then the 15th I go to Scalber Foss. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. And then over to Arncliffe, where they use the pub there to film for, used to use it in the original Emmerdale, and they've used it in the newer All Creatures Great and Small. And then the 19th I come back to the campsite to camp again, So that's 3 camps in November. And I do Pen y Ghent. Just checking my notes. I do Pen y Ghent, circular, and it was absolutely freezing up there. I set off about 2:25, I think, on my hike, and my water bottle froze at the top. Not solid, but it had ice in it. My Mars bar froze. I met a lad up there and we walked back down together into the village, and then I was camping like I just said. So the 20th and the 21st I went on the Settle to Carlisle railway. I went on the 20th and I really enjoyed it, and the 21st I wasn't sure what to do, so just went back to Carlisle and did it again. And I think it had been about -8 in the night, so whilst I was in Carlisle this time, the second time, I bought myself a thermal hat and some thermal socks, and then I camped again. And then on the 22nd of November I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks in a light dusting of snow and ice, and that was more or less throughout the whole hike. There was barely any parts without any white coverage on the floor.
I'm still making my way down here, but I'm sort of crouching down and ready to sit on my bum if need be. We're about there, guys. What a beauty, guys! Skelber Foss. There you go, guys. The original wool pack from Emmerdale. I'm sure it used to be called Emmerdale Farm, didn't it? Not just Emmerdale. See it? Here we are then. Let's jump aboard. Let's get on then, guys. Right, guys, I'm on. Sat next to a window, so just cue the music. There we go then, guys. We're at Carlisle. I don't know how well you can hear me because, like I said, I don't have the mic. I'm absolutely freezing. I just look what I've spotted as I walked out of the station. Costa, so I'm up in here.
So, you've all probably heard of Storm Bert. So I'd camped after me snowy and icy Yorkshire Three Peaks hike, and I knew Storm Bert was coming, and the weather forecast actually changed, and Storm Bert, they did change it on the forecast, so I was aware of it, arrived a few hours earlier than was first predicted. And as I was tidying away, you'll see in the photos all the snow that I rolled off my tent. My tent collapsed. Luckily, I'd woken up at 4 o'clock, got up, started packing up. Everything was in the porch, where the living room area of the tent, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I was in my air tent, and it collapsed with the weight of the snow. So, like I say, luckily I was up and not asleep. So I had to tidy away in the dark and the snow. And then the 26th of November, I did my first wild camp on the lower grounds of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. The 27th, I hiked the Yorkshire Three Peaks, again with my mate Matty, still doing his personal challenge to raise money. On the 28th, so the 27th I camped again, but I camped at the campsite this time. The 28th, I went to the kilns at Stainforth, and saw the Hoffman kiln, the Triple Draw kiln, and the Spencer kiln. And then on the 3rd of the 12th, as well as doing my personal challenge once a month for 12 months, which was September 2023 to August 2024, I've done them at least once a month every month for 2024. So this was the 12th month, the last month of 2024, and I'm coming in with a completion of the Yorkshire Three Peaks of 25 times in total over 16 months. And this particular one, is actually the 4th consecutive week of doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks. Just cooking myself a bit of tea. Going to be a bit brave since I'm in the tent solo anyway. Curry and rice. Don't know if you can see. Got 2 curry wraps and some tortillas and some curry and rice.
Obviously in the tent. Got my gloves on, they're staying on. Got 2 blankets as well as this sleeping bag. Got duck down jacket on. Got a hoodie on under there. Thermal hat. And I got my fleece lined trousers on. Thermal socks and a hot water bottle. There you go guys, we've made it up to Whernside, still dark, I've got Matty behind me, look, 6:27, so yeah, we're going to maybe have a quick drink and then head off down and up to Ingleborough, so see you at the next. YouTube, we're at Ingleborough. I'll spin the camera around in a minute, but as you can tell behind me, we've got some good view. There you go, guys. Pen again. So we'll head off back down to the cars. I'll give you a view from up here as well, and again probably add a bit of music because you're just going to pick up the wind as I spin round. Now you can't see me, but the ground is a bit uneven. Down here it looks a bit dark, but I don't know if it's just because it's far away. I'll spin you around. You may be bored already. Kiln there, that's the triple draw kiln. I think they found something else. Yes. Yes, guys, I found it. The Spencer kiln. Now, I've not been to this one before, obviously. If I had, I would have known exactly where it was, wouldn't I? Nearly all of the information boards are missing today. For some reason. So here we have the Spencer kiln.
And guys, we're drawing to the end of this video now, but obviously still in December. I still want to camp at least once a month throughout winter, so I do a back garden camp. So I camp for one night in my back garden in my OEX Raccoon 2.1 tent, and it is actually quite windy, and I cook my tea out there and cook my breakfast out there. And then finally, for this year's hiking and adventures, I go to Rosebery Topping over near Great Ayton, near Middlesbrough, and I hike up Rosebery Topping. Although it's not a mountain, it is 320 metres and it's a steep hill. Has a trig point, and up there I cook myself a egg and bacon sandwich up there on the top and watch the sunrise.
It's December, it's Christmas. Times are hard. People need money for Christmas, get presents for their families and stuff like that, relatives. So yeah, this camp is in my back garden. But I'm still going to camp in December. Right guys, so like I say, I'm in the garden, so I can put whatever I want in here. I'm not hiking stuff on a wild camp. So put me, I'll just use this as my rug, just to give me a bit more warmth. I've got my Z mat here, look. Open this and slice some of these potatoes to fry. I'm just going to chop these in half so they're like little roasties. Except obviously I'm doing them in the frying pan. So they can go in there. Watch YouTube for an hour or two and then get my head down, so I'll catch up with you guys. I'll scroll through here and find something on YouTube to watch. It's a bit windy out there. Anyway, catch up with you in the morning. Morning guys, it's about 5 o'clock. That wind has been kicking off all night. You guys do realise that I just had to run back down them steps to put that clip in for you, don't you? So I hope you appreciate it. Right guys, so we've got that cooking down there. Seems to be doing okay.
brought my toaster. I was going to have toasted, but that wasn't going to work. Not on that little stove with the breeze that keeps coming in anyway. And my hands are cold. Then I have to get my gloves back on. I'm strapped up here, looks a little blow away. Anyway guys, which would you rather watch? Me eating my egg and bacon sandwich, or some more of the sunrise in that direction? I wonder.
So then guys, I have been up to a lot over the last 12 months with my hiking and my camping and my adventures. Hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed going out there. Hopefully I'll bring some more wild camping to the channel. Let's see how my anxieties go. Now this video did come out on Christmas Day, so hope Santa brought you everything you wanted. I wish you all the best for 2025, and I can't wait to go out there and do some more hiking and bring loads of footage to the channel for you guys. So as always guys, I'm Dave, you've been watching Walks for Us. Stay safe, happy hiking, catch you in the next one. Thanks guys.